Me and T ran in his cell. He had the curtain up. Tall T snatched the curtain down. This dude had his ass hiked up in the air, cutting his bald hairs with the prison clippers.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
What's up, y'all? Do me a favor before we even start this prison story. I need for y'all to hit the like button and let me know where y'all from in the comment section. Put your city, your state, or your area code in the comment section so I can see where y'all rocking with me from. All right? And don't forget to hit the like button. Now, in prison, you would think that common sense, let me say that again. You would think that common sense will reign supreme in prison. But I done learned through my years of living on this earth that common sense ain't so dang common, right? Common sense is not so dang common. Now, you would think that you being the barber, right? The barber of the dorm, you know, you get these clippers, right? Titanium, right? You get these clippers and you supposed to cut over 400-500 men hair, right? You know, get cats trim ups, you know, give dudes trim ups, give dudes fades, give them edges, all that, right? But you would think that you would know not to take those clippers, right, and put them down there in your genital area and cut your pubic hairs. Now, this is where this story is about to take a dangerous turn, right? This story is about this barber, the prison barber that decided to do the unthinkable with the clippers. Now, today, y'all, before we get into the story, I want to update y'all on something. You know, everybody was wondering, like, yo, Donta, where the Scat Pack at? Well, I sold it yesterday. And I figured, well, I got my truck, you know, because I got all my sons and we travel a lot as a family. But I end up getting my wife a Lexus, right? And she said that she don't like it. She said she don't like it, and here it go. She said she don't like the Lexus. She said she don't like nothing about it. She don't like the way it drive. She don't like the way it look. My wife like muscle cars, right? And I told her, like, listen, them cars, I mean, look, to fill the tank up is damn near $70, right? And what, you can only ride to Detroit and back, and then you got to fill the tank right back up, right? But she says she don't like the car, so now I might just get her a Malibu or something. But let me get in my truck right quick so I can finish telling y'all this prison story. Because I know I was sidetracking like a mug. Let me put this right here. All right. So here we go. Now, let's get to the prison story. And again, y'all, hit the like button. So, you got this dude that they call Kevin. He was cold with these clippers. And when I say he was cold with these clippers, Kevin was cold. You understand? So, you know, everybody would go to Kevin. You need a lineup, he'll hook you up. Need a shape up, he got you. Kevin is what you would call a master barber. But Kevin had a dirty, dirty secret. You see, a lot of men will come to Kevin to get their hair cut, right? So this is where it goes south. So you get this white dude that go to Kevin. And we all in the barber shop just chilling or whatever. Yeah, prisons do have barbershops, some of them. So we all in the barber shop just kicking and whatever. And white boy come on there. He say, hey, can you shave my legs or whatever? So everybody like, what? So he talking, some white cats, a lot of white cats don't, some white dudes just be so unaware and they don't know, how can I put it? They say things that they don't think that's going to offend people, or think that, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. I'm saying the wrong words right now, but they basically, it's the wrong time. You got all these black dudes in here, and we talking to this white cat roll in and tell Kevin like, hey, could you shave my legs? Now, you would think to yourself, well, why won't you just shave your own? Well, they wouldn't let us have razors. So I guess that was a fair question for the white cat to ask him, can you shave my legs? But, all of us got to think like, man, why would he? No, man, we get our hair cut with these clippers, man. Why would we ain't about to put this on your legs or whatever? Right? So he like, no, man, I'm not doing that. So he like, okay, no harm, no foul, right? Nothing came out of that. But then that got me thinking about something. I said, well, yeah, he got a lot of alcohol, to clean the clippers. But my thing is that what else is he shaving? Because now my curiosity has peaked. Because I'm thinking like, well, he do get to bring the clippers to his cell, and it was just sitting on my mind. Like, is this dude shaving his underarms? You know what I'm saying? So now that really got me thinking, right? So I enlisted the help of a punk. Now I know what y'all about to say. You go like, oh, Donta, but you said that you can't associate with punks. No, you don't supposed to associate with punks, but you also can do business with punks. And right now, I needed some information about Kevin, because I was really concerned about, you understand, like what he's doing with these clippers when he's by himself. So I enlisted the help of this punk, right, named Peaches. Now Peaches was one of them homosexuals that was like really flamboyant. You know what I'm saying? That be putting on lip gloss. The one that be altering a prison jumpsuit or whatever to make it all tight, and they'll be switching and be doing, just being loud, and you know what, y'all know the type. Y'all know the type. So I came to Peaches and I gave Peaches 10 bags of hot Cheetos and 6 soups, right? And I said, hey, Peaches, let me holler at you. And he like, what you want, Donta? I say, yo, man, fall back, man. It ain't nothing crazy. But look, check this out. I need for you to do me a favor. I need for you to, watch Kevin when he go to the shower. And Peaches like, what you want? I said, no, listen, man. When Kevin go to the shower, I need to know, is he, shaving himself with the prison clippers? So he like, oh, okay. Well, why you want to know? I said, because I just need to know. Because if this dude, is using these clippers to, cut his pubic hairs and shit, that ain't cool. So Peaches was like, all right, cool. Okay, I see what the mission is. I said, all right, get on that. So about 4 days go by, and Peaches come to me. And Peaches like, hey, Donta, yeah, so I didn't have to see what he was doing in the shower. Yo, he's in there cutting himself right now. I said, well, he cutting himself right now. He was like, yeah, he's right in there in his cell with his white sheet up, and I hear the clippers going off. So I said, word. Now listen, and I know y'all gonna say, oh, Donta, that's bold for you to say what you're about to say, but you really can't trust the word of a homosexual. You just can't. So I needed to get up and go by myself to go check it out to make sure that this information was accurate. So I gets up out the cell and I push past Peaches, and I end up going to his cell. Now, sure enough, the white sheet was up. Now, we gonna put a little pause right there, because a lot of people was wondering, like, why would a white sheet? So in prison, right, when you in the cell and you want privacy, you might be in there breaking down a pack. You might be on your cell phone. You can be doing ungodly things behind that white sheet. You just don't want nobody to know what you're doing behind that sheet that you put up or whatever, right? So I see the sheet up, but I don't hear this noise at all. So I stand aside and I'm like, okay, maybe Peaches just heard something else. Maybe Peaches just heard maybe a cell phone vibrating, because you know a vibrating cell phone does give off that type of sound, right? But I don't hear nothing. So I'm still right there eavesdropping, and next thing you know, I hear it. I hear the noise. I heard the noise. So in prison, the way I operated, you always have to have a witness with you. So that way, you know, it won't be my word versus your word, and, you know, people trying to figure out who's telling the truth and who's telling the fib. So I instantly hit 2 cells over and grabbed my homeboy Tarty. I said, listen, Tarty, where I have Peaches out here looking to see, have Kevin been cutting people hair with the clippers or whatever? And he's doing it now. He's cutting his pubic hairs right now in his cell. So Tarty was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I was just about to get an edge up. So I said, hold on. We finna go over here and see what's going on. So I hear it. Right? So this what happened. His cell door, now all you have to do is jam somebody's door and just pop it open. And these doors that, you know, these cell doors, you can just jam open real quick. Right? Real quick and real fast. Right? So I told Tarty this. I said, this what we gonna do. I'm gonna pop the cell. When I pop his cell, we gonna run in the cell fast, and we gonna snatch the curtain down so we can catch him in the act. Now, if he's doing something personal that, you know, that's our bad, we just gonna have to deal with it. I'd rather be wrong than right. You know what I mean? I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather catch him doing something else than having these clippers caught around his ball sack, you know what I'm saying? Or even worse. So I get my thing right, and I'm jimmying the door, and I hear but pop it. Tarty snatch the cell. We run in there, snatch the curtain down, right? Nothing will prepare me for what came about that. Nothing will prepare me for what my eyes witnessed. After I seen what I seen, I felt like I wanted to gouge out my eyes. You see, Kevin was not cutting his hair. You understand? Kevin was not giving himself an edge up. Kevin was doing something way more sinister. Kevin, picture this, pause. Kevin had his left leg on the ground. Kevin had his right leg hiked up on his sink, ass out. With his right hand, Kevin got the clippers, you understand, shaving his ass. In his left hand, he has a mirror. Now, when we startled him, right? When we startled him by snatching the sheet down, it spooked him. I'm pretty sure it would spook anybody. When we spooked Kevin, y'all hear that? These are mini razors, if y'all didn't know. When we spooked Kevin, Kevin cut himself on his balls. And Kevin got the bleeding profusely right? I had to force that word out profusely. Oh, oh, oh. Listen, Kevin cut his balls. He cut his balls. Oh, oh, oh. Right? And me and Tor T got up out of there. Kevin come running out of his cell butt naked. Oh, holding his junk. And he still got the clippers in his hand. I don't know, was it through shock? I don't know that his brain, neurons, and protons wasn't, hitting off all cylinders. I don't know, was this a coping mechanism? But here he go running out of that cell butt ass naked, right? Butt naked. He's running down the tier, holding with his left hand, protecting his, his exposement, and he's bleeding all going down the tier. And he get to the bubble, help me, right? The guard come out like, what the heck is going on? Everybody coming out there still like, man, what the heck going on with Kevin? Just imagine, just think about this, y'all. Just think about, for you cats that was in prison, right? Just imagine you in a dorm, right? Or you in a pod. And next thing you know, you hear a man screaming and hollering, saying, help, help. Now you hear this, maybe every other day, because there's always something going on. Help, help. And then you peek out your cell and you see a man running, butt naked, bleeding, holding his crouch. Now your mind automatically going to go to, oh, he must have was just doing something sinister. Maybe he was caught, maybe he was doing something devilish, and the devil came and got his due. Who knows? But the truth is, Donta and Tor T busted the prison barber. He was shaving his butt hair and shaving his nuts hair. And I guess we startled him and he cut himself. I know that, cats want to, have their appearance looking right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they take everything away from us. They try to dehuman us while in lockup. So, at least we can look, like ourselves or whatever. Or when you see your loved ones going on a visiting for whatever, you want to look decent to your loved ones, right? But at what expense? There's some cats out here, and for you cats that go to the barbershop, understand this, man. There's dudes out here. That's why when I used to go to the barbershop, I'll come with my own clippers. Just for that reason. Because you don't know what these dudes is doing behind closed doors with them clippers. You don't know. And Kevin, the nurse came in. They took Kevin up out of there. We ain't see Kevin after that. And I know one of the main questions that y'all was wondering is like, yo, so Donta, did his balls get cut off? I don't know. Me and Tor T froze. We ran. We got out of there. Because the sight that we see, it was ungodly. It scarred me to death. I wasn't able to sleep. Well, you never really get a good night's sleep in prison anyway. But I didn't really sleep for at least 4 or 5 days because of what I witnessed in that cell. It was the terror dome, y'all. It was the terror dome, for real. You catch a man with one leg on the ground, the right leg hiked up on the seat, and this dude is shaving himself with the clippers, right? With the clippers that he's cutting everybody hair with. So, if y'all don't want to deal with shit like that, don't go to prison. And you might want to look at and side eye your barber who'll be cutting your hair. Listen, y'all, I got another channel that I'm dropping my movies and my skits on. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to that channel. It will be pinned at the top of the comment section.